Hey, I'm Nikki. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a hip-focused flow, lots of opening, stabilizing, and then reopening. So grab your blocks and let's get started. We're going to get started today in child's pose, please. Bring your big toes together. Let your knees drop out really wide. And settle into your mat here. Let your third eye press into the earth. And let your breath clear you out. Fill all the way up to the top of your lungs. Breathe in. Open your mouth and big, heavy sigh out. One more time, fill your lungs all the way up. Open your mouth and let that breath go. Yeah, now with sealed lips, fill your lungs all the way back up. Keep your lips sealed and find your breath right back out through your nose. Use this opportunity in stillness to build a really bold and supportive breath. Use the opportunity in stillness to scan your body and notice how you've shown up to your mat today. And start to invite a little bit of movement into your body. You might start to rock your forehead over left to right, smooth out your eyebrows. Or allow your rib cage to follow suit and start shifting over from the left to the right and all the way down into your hips. And then take a really deep breath in, reach through the tips of your fingers. On your breath out, crawl your body over to the right, melt your hips back and down to the left. Opportunity here to stack your left palm on top of your right hand. Really hug that left hip back towards your heel and find as much length as you can on the left side of your body. Yeah, and breathe, right? Breathe so deeply into that left lung that you can feel the space between each one of your ribs starting to open up. Feel that expansion from your left hip point through your left pinky finger. Yeah, let your breath in carry you back through the center. As you breathe out, keep your child's pose legs, but lift your torso up to cat pose. So lift with a really round spine and a hollow belly. Pause at the top and take a deep breath in. Breathe out and bend your elbows halfway, keeping that really strong active core. Lengthen your arms, inhale. Exhale and melt back to your child's pose shape. Yeah, this time it's the inhale that lifts you. Tuck your chin to your chest. Lift from the back of your heart. Keep squeezing that left and right side of your rib cage into each other as you bend your elbows. Lengthen your arms, breathe in. Melt hips to heels on your breath out. Yeah, one more time. Inhale lifts you up with that round spine and hollow belly. Keep squeezing as you bend your elbows, chaturanga your arms. Lengthen on your breath in. Melt hips to heels, breathe out. Find that child's pose shape and breathe. Inhale stretches you through the tips of your fingers. As you exhale, carry yourself over to the left. Melt your hips back and down to the right. Same opportunity here to stack that right palm on top of your left hand. Really hug that right hip back to your heel and breathe into this right side body. Right, it's an opportunity to start to notice the massive differences between the left and the right side of our bodies. Right, or maybe you become aware of the fact that there really isn't a huge difference. And no matter what conclusion you come to, you've paid so much attention to your body that you can tell those slight differences. Take one more full breath in. Stay here for the breath out. With the inhale, carry yourself back through the center. 3 more of those supported push-ups. The breath out presses you up with that cat spine. Pause at the top to breathe in. Breathe out and bend your elbows. Chaturanga your arms. Lengthen as you inhale. Melt hips to heels on the exhale. Again, it's the inhale that lifts you up from the back of your heart. Really hollow out your belly. Hug up and into your spine. Keep bending your elbows. Breathe out. Lengthen your arms. Breathe in. Melt hips to heels, exhale. One more time, inhale, lifts you. Yeah, the exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Breathe in, straight arms. Child's pose, breathe out. This time as you rise up, inhale, shift your heels behind your knees, right, and come into a frog shape, but it's gonna stay really active. You might release down to your forearms or to your blocks, start to shift your weight forward and back, kind of floss out your hips here. Shins can stay glued to the earth or you might let them lift with you. Right, find this sort of flowing frog pose. You're not here for long. Just starting to open up through your hip flexors, the outer edges of your hips. And then the next time you're shifting your weight forward, let your knees slide straight back behind you. Extend your legs long. Bring your palms and forearms to the earth. Come into your Sphinx pose. Make the number 11. All right, then I want you to really press into your palms and your forearms. Puff up that space between your shoulder blades and relax everything from your hips to your toes. Allow your hips to rock over to the left and to the right. Release the lower half of your body. Come back through center, find stillness, really find that compression against the mat, right? Tuck your chin into your chest, and then you might start to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring it down through the center and take it over to the left, right? Find these little neck rolls here. For me, a full circle does not feel good in my neck, but if that feels good for you, find any sort of movement that makes sense for you here. And then come back through the center, really tuck your chin into your chest, hug your belly button to your spine, and let the crown of your head drip towards the mat. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Yeah, breathe into that space between your shoulders. Breathe up the back of your neck. One more time, inhale. Exhale to your crocodile pose. Stack your palms, release your forehead to the back of your hands. And then again, it's an opportunity to rock your hips over left to right. You might bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs. Release through your low back. Come back through to center. Extend your legs long if they were bent. Bring your right cheek and your right ear to the mat. Sweep your arms out to a T or a goalpost shape. Listen to your shoulder. Step your left foot behind your right leg. Come into a shoulder stretch, opening through your chest. Then use your left hand as your leverage, right? The closer you walk that hand to your heart, the deeper this stretch will be for that right side. Really work to hug your right palm and press your arm into the earth to keep the muscles active and that shoulder safe. Yeah, opportunity here to grow this. Bind that left arm behind your back, or you might reach all the way back and find your right fingertips. Take one more really deep breath in. Let the exhale carry you back to your belly as you breathe out. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Stack your elbows on top of your wrists. Breathe in and rise up. Cobra pose. Squeeze through your glutes to support your low back. Exhale and wave back down to the earth. 2 more times just like that. Breathe in and rise up. Breathe out to release. One more time. The inhale lifts you. Exhale softens you in. Bring your left cheek and your left ear to the mat. Sweep those arms back out to your T shape. This time you're stepping your right foot behind your left leg. Come into that shoulder stretch on the opposite side. And play with what variation you want to take. Are you going for the half bind? Are you looking for a full bind? Right, wherever you are, there's breath. Right, the inhale is opening you up and expanding you. The exhale is that big sense of relief. Take one more deep breath in. And then make your way back to your belly on your breath out. 3 more of those waving cobras. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften in. Again, breathe in. Lift from the back of your skull. Let your chin lift very last. Exhale, waves you down. Belly, chest, chin to forehead. One more time. Inhale, rise up. This time on the exhale, drop your right shoulder to the left corner of your mat. Gaze walks back over to the left. Inhale, rise high through the center. Exhale, take it over left to right. Yeah, breathe in to rise. Breathe out to melt. Push your hips to your heels, come into your child's pose. Tuck your toes and send your hips straight back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Yeah, land in this inverted V shape on your breath out. All right, start to pedal it out through your feet. Shift your hips over to the left, shift them to the right. Press each one of your finger pads into the earth, but really root through that L shape of your thumb and your pointer finger. Now then start to turn this tiptoeing into, this pedaling into tiptoe steps. And with 1,000 of those tiptoe steps, tiptoe your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Find your variation of ragdoll at the very top of your mat. Right, feet are at very least hips distance. Take as generous of a bend in your knees as feels good for your low back. Then these arms can look like whatever feels best in your body. You can hold opposite elbows, right? You can just let them hang heavy. You might even interlace your fingers at your low back and drop your arms overhead. Wherever you are, you're breathing up the back sides of your legs, letting that exhale roll down the back of your body. Whatever binds you have on your arms, release them to the mat. Step your feet mat's distance and drop down into a yogi squat, malasana. This might be a really great space for a block since it's so early in the practice, right? Take that under your sits bones. Bring your hands into your heart center. Lift the crown of your head to the sky and then think about lifting your heart to your thumbs. Use your elbows inside of your thighs to press them to the space behind you. Breathe in. Yeah, then lion's breath. Stick your tongue out as you exhale. 2 more times just like that. Breathe in, fills you up through the crown of your head. Breathe out, lion's breath. 1 more time, inhale to fill up. This time as you exhale, it's lion's breath, but lift your hips over your heels and bow over your legs. Ditch your block if you've got it. Step your feet to touch and lengthen your spine on your breath in. Bow deeper as you breathe out. On an inhale, root to rise tall. Exhale, goal, post your arms, crack your heart open in the sky. Lengthen your arms on your breath in. Fold over your legs as you breathe out. Yeah, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot, left foot back to your high plank pose. Take the breath in. Soften your belly on your breath out. Inhale, it's that baby cobra shape. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Exhale to soften. Push your hips to your heels. Come through your child's pose. Tuck your toes and lift your hips straight back, downward facing dog. Lift high to your tiptoes on your breath in. Hop, step, or float to your hands as you breathe out. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, bow down. Breathe in, root to rise. Breathe out, pull your hands to your heart center. Let your eyes blink closed, fill up to the top of your lungs. Open mouth, sigh something out, let it go. Yeah, inhale lifts you. Exhale folds you. Halfway lift, breathe in. Downward facing dog, plant your hands and step back to that inverted V shape. On the inhale, hover your shins, float your tabletop, lift, lower them 1 inch off of the mat. Exhale, lift your hips straight back, down dog. Yeah, again, breathe in, hover your shins. Breathe out, hips lift from the center of your body. 1 more time, inhale. On the exhale, it's right knee to your right tricep. Swing it over to your left. Fly it back through 3-point. Bend your knee open through your hip. Roll out your ankle. Roll it out through your knee. Yeah, lengthen your lifted legs. Square your hip off. And on the breath out, cross your body. Tap your left elbow. Inhale, press it back to 3-point. Exhale is knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale and lift it. Step to your right, pinky finger. Now you're in this active lizard shape. That back leg is staying lifted. Start to floss your weight forward and back on your left toes. All right, and this movement can be as big or as small as makes sense for you, right? It can look like stirring your hips in circles, keeping a really deep bend in that right knee. You might be flossing back to this funky sort of wide pyramid shape. All right, the constant is the breath. Those really big, bold inhales, right? Finding space from the inside out. And those super relieving exhales. Always, always that opportunity for a big open mouth sigh. Shift your weight forward, soften your left knee to the earth. Then again, find your blocks or the mat, release into a lounging lizard. Roll to the blade edge of your right foot and allow your knee to drop out to a space that makes sense for you. Opportunity for a quad stretch here. Bend that back knee, reach for your foot or your ankle with your right hand. Squeeze that heel of your foot to the outer edge of your left hip. Now then, without slingshotting it, release it. Plant that right hand, tuck your left toes to send that right leg back through 3-point. Breathe in. Tap your knee to your nose, cheetah, breathe out. Then use your core to step that foot between your hands, Anjaneyasana. Soften your left knee back to the earth. Inhale, stretch as you tall. On an exhale, goal, post your arms, crack your heart open to the sky. Lengthen, breathe in. Catch a hold of your left wrist and take a side body stretch up and over to the right. Really untuck those back toes and really press into the top of that left foot to find leverage to lift out of your left hip. Take one more full breath in. Yeah, and a deep round of breath out. Inhale lifts you high through the center. One more time, exhale, goal, post your arms, crack your heart to the sky. Arms and right leg lengthen on your breath in. Fold to your half splits pose as you breathe out. All right, now check in with your hips. Naturally, they're gonna wanna sway over to that left-hand side. Squeeze everything into the midline of your mat by firing up that left glute, the outer edge of your hip. Relax your shoulders from your ears and then bow over your right leg, half splits pose. Yeah, hips can stay lifted or you might settle all the way down to your left heel. Take one more full breath in. And a deep breath out. Now re-invite that water. On your inhale, shift forward, bend that right knee. Exhale, lengthen your leg, half splits. Yeah, again, inhale pulls you forward. Exhale, take it back. One more time, inhale, Anjaneyasana legs. Exhale, back to half splits. On your breath in, shift forward, find low lunge, lift that left knee off of the mat. Breathe out, plant your left hand and twist. Send your right fingertips up to the sky. Really reach to those right fingers. With your next exhale, it's horizon lunge. Come to the blade edge of your feet and pause here. Take the breath in. Squeeze muscle to bone in that back left leg. On an inhale, it's left side lateral lunge. Sweep all the way to the back of your mat. Yeah, if you're ready for Skandasana, drop your hips even lower, flex those right toes up to the sky. Then crawl your fingertips back up towards the top of your mat. Really breathe into that left side body. Yeah, then shift over to the right, Skandasana or lateral lunge. As you breathe in, root through that right foot and rise up, star pose, face that wide edge of your mat. Breathe out and fold over wide legs. Halfway lift your spine on your inhale. Exhale and bow forward. Now this first go through, I want you to think about stacking your hips over your heels, right? So in your body, it will feel like shifting your weight to the balls of your feet and your toes. But spread out through all 10 of your toes. Really root through your pinky toe mound, your big toe mound, and you won't topple over. Hug your belly button up and into your spine to send your sits bones to the sky. Think about stretching the crown of your head to the mat beneath you. And then coming back into your breath. Halfway lift your spine on your breath in. Now breathe out and round through your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. So cat pose with these wide legs. Inhale, belly drops, tail and gaze arch. Find this cow tilt. Exhale, round through your spine. All right, so really exaggerate that motion in your pelvis, in your spine, in your core. Move with these really big and bold breaths, right? Find the expansion, find the contraction with the exhale. One more round, breathe in. Now keep this cow tilt in your heart, and as you exhale, push your heart all the way to the mat beneath you. Star pose, press into your feet, root to rise. Goddess squat, turn your heels in and your toes out, drop your seat down low. Yeah, inhale, lengthen your legs. Exhale to that goddess squat, drop it down. Yeah, again, breathe in, rise up. One more time, goddess squat, breathe out. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Warrior two to the top of the mat. Breathe in, straight arms, straight legs again. Flex those right toes up to the sky. Warrior two as you exhale. Peaceful warrior, breathe in. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, frame your right foot and step back to your high plank pose. Opportunity here to soften your knees to the earth. Take a big breath in. Lower all the way to the mat on your breath out. Inhale, it's that baby cobra shape. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Exhale to soften. Push your hips to your heels, come through your child's pose. Yeah, then tuck your toes and lift your hips straight back, downward facing dog. Inhale, hover your tabletop, shins float an inch off of the mat. Exhale, hips lift. Yeah, again, breathe in, shins will hover. Breathe out, hips lift. One more time, inhale. Exhale, carries left elbow, left knee. Over to the right, send it back through 3-point. Bend your knee open through your hips. Same opportunity here for those big circles, right? For stillness, for whatever this side of your body is asking for. Lengthen your lifted legs, square your hip off, and on your breath out, carry it over to your right elbow, cross your body. Inhale to 3-point. Exhale is knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale and lift it. Take it to your left elbow. Then use your core to step that foot to your left pinky finger. You're back in that active lizard shape, starting to shift your weight forward, shifting your weight back. Right, you might find those really deep stirring circles with your hips or that wide pyramid shape. Wherever you are, it's that constant breathing into this space. Yeah, then the next time your weight is forward, soften that right knee all the way to the earth. Come into your lounging lizard. Allow that left knee to fall open. Same opportunity here for that quad stretch. Reach back with your left hand for your right foot or your ankle. Yeah, and if you're going for that quad stretch, squeeze your heel to the outer edge of your hip. Without slingshotting it, release it. Tuck your back toes to fly that left leg back through 3-point. And then Anjaneyasana, step your foot between your hands. Soften your right knee to the earth. Stretch tall as you breathe in. Goal poster arms. Crack your heart open on your breath out. Inhale, stretch as you tall. Catch your right wrist and take that side body stretch. Lift it up and over to the left side. Untuck your back toes so you can press into the top of that right foot to lift out of your right hip. Rise high through the center, breathe in. One more time, crack your heart to the sky as you breathe out. Lengthen your arms in your left leg, inhale. Half Hanuman, half splits as you exhale. Right, for this, I like to retuck my back toes, find that leverage, settle your hips down to your heel, lengthen out of your spine on your breath in. Bow over that left leg as you breathe out. Right, where can you soften? Is it your jaw? Notice if you're pressing your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Can you relax through your shoulders? Take one more full round of breath here. And now again, find that movement. Inhale, left knee bends, shift your hips forward. Exhale, take it back, half splits. Again, breathe in and shift forward. Breathe out, half splits. Inhale, pulls you forward. One more time, half Hanuman, shift back. The inhale is low lunge legs. Lift your right knee off of the mat. Exhale to twist. Plant your right hand and send your left fingertips up to the sky. Breathe in. Roll to the blade edge of your feet. Take that full round of breath here in horizon. With your next breath in, it's right side lateral lunge. Sweep all the way to the back of the mat. Yeah, then take it over to the top. As you inhale, root to rise, star pose. Exhale, folds you forward. Yeah, halfway lift your spine, breathe in. Breathe out to bow. Inhale, root to rise, star pose. 3 times it's that goddess squat. Turn your heels in, toes out, drop your seat down low. Yeah, root down to rise tall. Exhale to that goddess squat. Again, breathe in. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, it's star pose. Warrior 2 to the front of the room. Straight arms, straight legs, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe it out. Reverse your warrior, inhale. High plank on the exhale. Take the breath in here. Bend your elbows halfway or soften all the way to your belly. It's either upward facing or baby cobra. Lift your hips straight back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh something out. Let it go. Yeah, inhale, hover your shins an inch off of the mat. Exhale, lift your hips. Again, breathe in, shins hover. Breathe out, down dog. One more time, inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Lift high to your tiptoes. Hop, step, or float to your hands. Exhale. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. Breathe out, bow forward. Root to rise, inhale. Crack your heart open at the top. Goal post your arms, exhale. Lengthen on your breath in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank, exhale. Take the breath in at the top. Move through that transition or just send your hips straight up and back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Lift high to your tiptoes, breathe in. Travel to your hands on the breath out. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Press down through your feet, root to rise tall. Crack your heart to the sky, exhale. Lengthen as you breathe in. Dive forward on your breath out. Inhale, halfway lifts you. Plant your hands and move through that flow or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Yeah, one more sunny just like that. Heels lift, breathe in. Travel to your hands, breathe out. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Root to rise, breathe in. Crack open at the top, breathe out. Inhale, stretch it tall. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lifts, inhale. Make your way back through vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. Exhale. From that inverted V shape, lift that right leg straight back behind you. Breathe in. Bend your knee and open it through your hips. Second opportunity here for movement, for stillness, to breathe into that right side body. Lengthen your lifted legs, square your hip off, and as you exhale, cross your body, tap your left elbow. Inhale, send it back, 3-point. Knee to nose, cheetah, breathe out. Inhale to 3-point. Tap your right elbow, then use your core to step next to that right pinky finger. Rock your weight back as you exhale. It's that wide pyramid shape, and then pause. Breathe in. And breathe out. Rebend that front knee. Step your left foot to your left pinky finger. Come into that Malasana Yogi squat. Right, find that space here. This is the second time you've been in this shape. Can you tuck your sits bones any more underneath your shoulders? As you breathe in, root to rise tall. On your breath out, drop back in. It's that yogi squat. Plant your hands, step your left foot back, fly your right leg back through 3-point. Step your foot between your hands and rise up. Warrior 1, breathe in. Straighten your right leg and goal post your arms, breathe out. Inhale to warrior 1. Hands to the mat, find your flow back, downward facing dog, exhale. From downward facing dog, send that left leg straight back behind you. Bend your knee, open through your hips. Same opportunity here for movement, for stillness, for whatever feels good in your body. Lengthen your lifted legs, square your hip off, and on your breath out, cross, tap your right elbow. Inhale to 3-point. It's knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, send it back. Tap that left elbow first, then use your core to pull your left foot forward. Find that wide pyramid pose. Breathe in. Yeah, and breathe out. Rebend that front knee, and as you exhale, it's yogi squat. Pull your right foot forward. Stack your shoulders on your hips. Use your core. Breathe in. Yeah, and breathe out. Inhale, root to rise. Find that lift. Exhale, drops you right back down. Yogi squat. Plant your hands. It's your right foot that steps back, so you can send that left leg straight back behind you. Step your foot between your hands and rise up. Warrior 1, breathe in. Straighten your leg, goal post your arms. Inhale to warrior 1. Frame your left foot and move through a vinyasa. We'll meet back in down dog. Lift high to your tiptoes on your breath in. Hop, step, or float to your hands. Breathe out. Yeah, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale and bow forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Drop your seat. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Extend your fingertips up to the sky as you breathe in. Drop your seat even lower with the breath out. Yeah, now to get out of your shoulders, pull your hands into your heart center, but keep your seat really low. Belly button is hugging up and into your spine. Breathe in. And breathe out. Root to rise. Inhale. Goal post your arms, open your heart, exhale. Lengthen your spine, breathe in. Fold over your legs, breathe out. Halfway lift your spine, inhale. Plant your hands in its crow pose or yogi squat at the top of your mat as you exhale. All right, so gaze is down and forward no matter what shape you're taking. Maybe it looks like floating one foot, maybe the other foot, maybe both feet, maybe it's that yogi squat. Wherever you are, it's 3 rounds of breath, right? Maybe playing between 2 shapes. Take one more big breath in. And then jump back, shoot back, step back, move through that chaturanga or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. And take your right leg straight back behind you. Tap knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale to 3-point. It's knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale and lift it. One more time, cheetah pose, make that connection. Then pull your foot forward, rise up. Warrior 1, breathe in. Straighten your leg, goal post your arms, breathe out. Inhale to warrior one. Humble your warrior, exhale. Rise right back up, warrior one. Open and expand, warrior two. Straight arms, straight legs. Warrior two, exhale. Peaceful warrior. Left side Skandasana, drop to the back of your mat. Press into that left foot and rise back up, warrior two. Peaceful, inhale. Side angle as you exhale. Yeah, don't get attached, reach right up and back, reverse your warrior. Side angle pose, exhale. Reach up and back. Low twisted lunge on your breath out. Left hand plants, right fingertips stretch. Breathe in. Horizon, find the blade edge. Sweep it all the way back. It's that left side Skandasana. And then right side. Star pose, root to rise. Breathe in. Warrior two, top of the mat. Breathe out. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Cartwheel your hands to the mat and find your flow back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Exhale. As you land in downward facing, lift that left leg straight back behind you. Breathe in. Tap knee to nose. Breathe out. Inhale to send it. Again, it's knee to nose. Push through your, squeeze your core. Inhale, presses through your heel. One more time, tap knee to nose. Use your core to pull that foot forward. Rise up, warrior one. Straighten your leg and goal post your arms. Inhale to warrior one. Humble your warrior, dive forward. Rise right back up, warrior one. Open and expand, warrior two. Straight arms, straight legs. Exhale is warrior two. Peaceful warrior, breathe in. Right side Skandasana, take it to the back. Rise up, warrior two. Peaceful on the inhale. Side angle pose as you exhale. Again, reverse, don't get attached to it. Breathe in. Breathe out, side angle. Use your core to stretch up and back. It's that low twisted lunge. Right hand plants, left fingertips stretch. Breathe in. Roll to the blade edge of your feet. Breathe out. Horizon lunge. Sweep it all the way back. Right side, Skandasana. Yeah, then left side. Star pose, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Cartwheel your hands to the mat and flow. From downward facing dog, lift high to your tiptoes, breathe in. Travel to your hands on your breath out. Lengthen your spine. Bow forward. Root to rise, inhale. Chair pose on the exhale. Drop your seat low. Drive your belly button up and into your spine. Send your sits bones to the space behind you. Weight is back in your heels, so much so that you can lift all of your toes off of the earth. Breathe in. Bow forward on your breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands. Second opportunity for that crow pose, yogi squat. Play with a shape that makes sense in your body. Yeah, then jump back, shoot back, step back, move through a flow or skip it. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh something out, let it go. Lift high to your tiptoes, breathe in. Roll out to a high plank on your breath out. Pause at the top, high side plank. Plant your right hand, send your left fingertips to the sky. And then start to float that left leg. Right? You might soften your right knee to the earth. Find a shape and support. You might find a bind. You might lengthen that left leg tall. Breathe in. Half moon. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Plant your left hand and roll open. All right, squeezing glutes, squeezing belly button up and into your spine. Breathe in. Kundalini squat, drop in low. Breathe out. Inhale to that half moon shape. Use your core. Use that right hip to roll open. Exhale, tap down, Kundalini. One more time, rolls you open, half moon. Kundalini squat, exhale. This time it's stork pose, root to rise. Pull that right knee up into your chest. Now then figure four your legs. Right ankle crosses left knee, sit down low. Yeah, you can play with the balance here. You can bring your hands down to your mat or to your blocks. All right, the wider the base that you create, the deeper you're going to be able to sit in that left leg, the deeper the release you will find for your right hip. Keep a hard, active flex on that right foot. As you inhale, root to rise. Hug that right knee into your chest. Exhale, right foot meets left, chair pose. Inhale your hands to your heart center. Exhale and twist over to the right. Yeah, hook that left elbow outside of your right thigh or in between your thighs. Gaze walks up and over that right shoulder. Get your whole spine involved in your twist. Breathe in. Yeah, then bow forward on your breath out. Step your feet hips distance. Find your peace fingers and bring them to your big toes. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Melt your chest to your thighs on your breath out. Allow your torso to sway over to the left and to the right. Yeah, you might even nod your head yes and shake it no. Release whatever binds you have on your toes. Step your feet mat's distance. It's that yogi squat. Lift your hands to prayer. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Send the crown of your head to the sky and tuck your sits bones underneath you. Right, it's a ton of work in your core to achieve a shape like that. Root through all four corners of your feet. Soften through your jaw. Take a deep breath in. Lion's breath. Inhale, root to rise. Root down through the soles of your feet. Step them to touch. Exhale and bow over your legs. Halfway lift your spine, breathe in. Plant your hands in its crow pose, right? Or find any sort of shape that you want to on your way back to downward facing dog, right? Move through a flow, you'll skip it. Maybe it looks like handstand to chaturanga. All right, find some playfulness and space in this practice. Once you've landed back in that downward facing dog, lift high to your tiptoes on your breath in. Wave yourself out. It's that high plank shape. Breathe out. High side plank. Left hand is planted. Right fingertips stretch. Same opportunity here to keep your legs staggered, to soften that left knee to the earth, to extend that right leg up to the sky. Breathe in. Yeah, support yourself in this shape on your breath out, right? Find a shape that works for you. One more deep breath in to find your fullest expression of this shape. On the exhale, step that right foot to the top of your mat. It's half moon. Root through the sole of your right foot, right palm. Send that left fingertips up to the sky. Yeah, then it's Kundalini squat. Drop in low. Inhale, rolls you open, half moon. Exhale to Kundalini. Use your core and that right hip, press down to roll open. One more time, Kundalini squat, drop in low. And then it's standing split. Send that left leg straight up to the sky. Breathe in. Kundalini squat, breathe out. Rise up, stork pose. Hug that left knee into your chest. Figure four your legs. Left ankle crosses right knee. Sit down low in that one-legged chair. Right, and find the challenge that you need. That maybe looks like bringing your hands to the earth. Right, maybe it looks like playing with the balance. Wherever you are breathing. Right, you're softening what's not supporting this shape. So your jaw, notice your tongue, that spot between your eyebrows, that spot between your shoulder blades. As you inhale, start to root down, to rise up. Use your low belly to hug yourself up to that tall, straight spine. Left foot meets your right, chair pose. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen the crown of your head. Exhale and twist over to the left. Gaze is up and over that left shoulder. Let your breath pump you from the inside out, right? Feel that compression, that pressure as you fill your lungs up and your breath in, and melt even deeper into your twist on your breath out. As you inhale, root to rise high through the center. Exhale, fold over your legs. Halfway lift your spine, breathe in. Plant your hands and make your way back, downward facing dog, breathe it out. Once you've landed back in your downward facing dog, lift that right leg straight back behind you, inhale. Bend your knee, open your hips, stay here, flip your dog, play with wild thing, reverse tabletop, full wheel. Any shape that you have in your practice, your body is well warm enough to shift into. Bring it back around to 3-point, plant that right hand and cross through to the left. You're going to dancing warrior. Send your left fingertips up to the sky. Now with control, lower your seat all the way to the mat. Legs are wide, you're facing the back corner of your space. Root through your sits bones to lengthen the crown of your head on your breath in. Fold over wide legs as you breathe out. Right now, I want you to think more about getting your belly button towards the earth than your forehead, right? So it looks like a really strong, straight, active spine. Push your heels away from your body and send your pinky toes to the space behind you. You're looking for this external rotation in the legs. Halfway lift on your breath in. As you breathe out, crawl even further forward into that space. Allow your chin to tuck into your chest. Roll your torso upright. Breathe in. Now close your right leg off to your left thigh, Janu Shirshasana. Spin over towards that right leg. Find an open twist. Then release, left forearm inside of your left shin, right fingertips stretch up and over towards your left toes. Yeah, work to really spin that left rib cage through. Open your heart up to the sky. The next time you inhale, plant your right hand behind your hip. It's stargazer pose. Sweep up to that right shin. Then at the top, I want you to exhale and goal post that left arm. Really spin your heart open to the sky. Breathe in, re-lengthen that arm. Breathe out and lower your seat to the mat. Plant your left hand behind your left hip and roll to the ball of your right foot. Wild thing. Press your heart and your hips to the ceiling. The next time that you exhale, lower your seat to the mat. Replant that right hand rather. Extend your right leg long and lift back into your dancing warrior. Breathe in. With the breath out, plant your left hand for real now. Draw your right knee up and into your nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, take it back to 3-point. Step to that right pinky finger. You're back in that lounging lizard shape. Soften your left knee to the earth. Release to your blocks or to your forearm, to your mat. And settle in. All right, again, you can roll to that blade edge of your right foot. You can hug your knee in towards your arm. They're very different sensations. They're very different shapes, targeting different areas of that right quad, that right hamstring, that right hip flexor, that whole right side. Same opportunity to bend your back knee, reach for the quad stretch if it's available. Again, you're squeezing that foot to the outer edge of your left hip. Get to the center, that meaty part of your quad. And then without slingshotting it, release it. Plant your hands, tuck your back left toes to fly that right leg back through 3-point. Breathe in. Half pigeon on your breath out. Take your right foot somewhere between that left wrist, that left hip flexor. Before you bow over that leg, lift your heart up to the sky on a breath in. Yeah, then as you breathe out, fold into your shape. Right, again, this is about keeping your hips square, right? It's not about squaring and paralleling your shin to the top of your mat. Pull that left hip point down and forward as you drive that right side back. Keep a hard, active flex on your right foot. Again, use the opportunity in stillness to come back to the breath. Right, to tame your monkey mind, to come back to the four corners of your mat and what's happening for these next couple of breaths. Gently start to walk your torso upright. Swing that left leg around to stack underneath your right. Set yourself up for double pigeon. Right, ankle stacks on top of left knee. You can take a block underneath this right side, right? You can take a block underneath, or you can bring that right shin in front of if the stacking does not work, right? Find a shape that works best for your knees, for your hips. Press your sits bones into the ground, lengthen the crown of your head on your breath in, and curl over the shape of your legs as you breathe out. Allow your chin to tuck into your chest and your upper spine to round. I'll take one more big breath in. Again, always that opportunity for open mouth sigh. As you inhale, start to roll your torso upright. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat as wide as your mat and take your palms to your shins. On your breath in, pull your heart forward, lift your gaze up to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, round through your spine and tuck your chin into your chest. Yeah, again, inhale and pull it forward. Exhale, rounds you out. One more time, inhale. This time on the exhale, use your core to roll all the way down to your spine. Hug your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll up and down the length of your back. Right, you can cross your ankles, move through another vinyasa or skip it. It's the last opportunity you'll have for one. We will meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg straight back behind you. Breathe in. Bend your knee, open your hips. Same opportunity to stay, to flip, to wheel, to wild thing, right? But remember that your shapes don't need to match from the left to the right, right? Maybe this side is asking for something completely different than when your right leg was lifted. Yeah, bring it back around to 3-point. Tap, knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, lift it back. Cross your body, shoot through and open up to your dancing warrior shape. Breathe in. Lower your seat to the mat on your breath out. Yeah, lengthen on the crown of your head. Reach your fingertips to the sky as you inhale. Exhale and fold over that wide stance. Right, again, focusing on bringing your belly to the earth, pressing that external rotation into your thighs, and breathing. Can you soften your jaw? Can you soften your toes while keeping your heels active? Gently start to walk your torso upright. Left foot closes to right thigh. It's that Janu Shirshasana shape in your legs. Turn your torso to face that left leg. Find space, lengthen through the crown of your head on your breath in. Janu Shirshasana as you breathe out. Left fingertips reach up and over towards that right foot. Use your right forearm on the ground as leverage to really spin that right rib cage through. And then your breath in is stargazer pose. Plant your left hand, sweep up to your shin. Goal post that lifted arm. Really open your heart to the sky as you squeeze through your glutes. Exhale your seat to the mat. Roll right into wild thing. Right hand plants, left ball of your foot presses to the earth. The next time you exhale, lower your seat to the mat. Now plant your left hand, extend that left leg long, lift back into your dancing warrior. Breathe in. Lower your right hand and hug that left knee to your nose, cheetah pose. Inhale takes you back. Step to that left pinky finger. You're back in your lounging lizard shape. Soften your right knee to the earth. And settle in. Same opportunity here for that quad stretch if it's available. All right, and like just because something is available doesn't mean it's necessary. Yeah, without slingshotting it, release. Tuck those back toes to fly your left leg back through 3-point. Set yourself up for your half pigeon pose. All right, again, keeping that right and left hip in line, flexing that left foot like crazy to protect your knee. Exhale and slowly bow into your shape. And noticing where the mind goes in stillness, noticing where the breath and the commitment to the breath goes in stillness. And noticing where your integrity goes towards the end of a practice. Gently start to walk your torso upright. That right leg is going to swing around. Set yourself up for that double pigeon pose. Left leg is stacking on top or in front of that right shin. Root down through both sits bones. Lengthen the crown of your head on a breath in. Fold over your legs. Release your hips as you breathe out. The next time you inhale, start to roll your torso upright. Bring your feet the width of your mat. Again, palms find your shins, and it's 3 more rounds of that seated cat-cow. Flush out your hips. Exhale, round through your spine. Yeah, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, inhale pulls you forward. This time on the exhale, let that really round spine and hollow belly lower you all the way to the earth. Waterfall pose, extend the soles of your feet straight up to the sky. Bring your left hand to your heart, bring your right hand to your belly, and just settle in. All right, find just enough activation in your legs that they stay lifted, but you're not missing out on that sort of releasing sensation of everything kind of leaving the soles of your feet and settling back down to your root. Take a deep breath in. Your breath out is happy baby pose. Draw your knees to either side of your rib cage. Press them down towards the earth. Keep your tailbone connected to the mat and start to rock your weight over to the left and to the right. Massage out your low back. That sacrum might start to lift the bigger your rocking gets. And then the next time your weight is rocking to the right, let your knees drop all the way to the right. Take your gaze back and over to the left. Hug that left shoulder blade down your back and bring your gaze back so much so that your left ear is meeting the earth. And then again, let your breath pump you. It's as much as you can fill your lungs up to compress your organs. And the breath out allows you that space to melt even deeper into your twist. As you inhale, hug your knees through the center. And the exhale, let them drop to the left. Take your gaze to the right. The inhale, draw your knees through center. Extend your legs long down your mat. Let your heels roll in and your toes roll out. Bring your arms long beside you with your palms facing the sky. Then one final time, fill all the way up to the top of your lungs. Breathe in. Open your mouth and sigh every bit of that breath out. Shavasana. And allow your body the opportunity to settle into all of the space that you've just created.